Look, I get it. Guitar is hard in the beginning, and switching between chords is one of the most common problems that beginners have. But let me show you 5 ways in which we can try and move between chords faster. Number 1, we're going to start off with using a finger pivot between the chords. Let's start with an easy E minor chord here with these 2 fingers, index and middle. We're going to pivot from the index on the 2nd fret of the A string. We're going to pivot here to G. And back again. Just practice those 2 for now. Come back to E minor, we're going to pivot with the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and we're going to go to C. And back to E minor. And back. Practice those 2. And to G again. And to C. And from C to A minor. Still pivoting on that middle finger, and now on the index finger on the 1st fret of the B. Number 2, we're going to be using a slide pivot. So take this E major chord. Our index finger is on the 1st fret of the G string. We're going to slide it up 1 fret, and we're going to make this D shape here. And we're going to slide back down again, and up again. And when we're here playing D major, we can pivot from our ring finger to G. And back again. And D, slide down to E major. Tip number 3, pick chords that have similar shapes. Let me show you. F, easy way of playing F. C, and G. Notice how they all have a similar kind of slanted diagonal finger shape. This makes it easier to transition between them. This G chord is actually just 1 finger playing the 3rd fret of the low E. Look how easy that is to change. Brings me on to tip number 4, which is not lifting our fingers too far off the fretboard when we're changing. Let me bring the camera around to show you. My fingers here are not coming any more than that off the fretboard to change. Any further than that, and it's going to take longer to bring it back down again. Okay? Between F and C, only these 2 fingers are coming off the fretboard. From C to G, I'm lifting these 2 off and putting this one on the top string. And finally, tip number 5. You might think this is a bit of a joke, but yeah, I'm deadly serious. We're going to swap this guy for this guy. That's right. Playing an acoustic is hard work. And it's so funny that beginners all want to play acoustic guitar when really the electric is far easier to pick up. I learned on electric and I do not regret that decision at all. You may find that after you play acoustic, your fingers are going to have these funny little lines in them. Yes, because the strings are thicker, so they're harder to press down to make chords sound good, and therefore they hurt your fingers. However, these strings are a lot thinner, they're a lot lighter, and playing these chords is just a dream compared to playing an acoustic guitar. So if you have an electric, practice with that in the beginning. I would suggest that wholeheartedly. It's what I did, and I 100% do not regret that decision whatsoever. So pick up an electric and you will find it flies. Your fingers will fly over the fretboard so much easier. Plus the body is so much thinner. So against your body, it's just more comfortable to play. But for now, let's swap back. I hope you've enjoyed my tips. Like and subscribe, and happy strumming. Don't give up.